Digital design products can be a great source of passive income for designers, and I am the first to know that because for the last 7 years I have created over 500 of these digital design products and they keep making me money in the background. So I was thrilled when the team at Master Bundles reached out to me to sponsor a video. So in today's video we are going to go deeper into digital design products. How can you create yours? How can you put it up for sale even if you don't have any experience? So let's get started. So first of all, what are digital design products at all? These are the products that you sell and use as a designer in order for you to have a better workflow, in order for you to improve your workflow and your working speed. So these can be either fonts or stock images, stock video, mockups. Those can be 2D or 3D mockups, WordPress themes, for example, UI kits, UX kits such as wireframes, and so much more. So all of these are digital design products which have one aim, which is to help designers speed up their workflow. And as I said, on my website webdonut.net I have created over 500 of these digital design products, from UI kits to UX kits to mood board templates, social media graphics, and so much more. And I'm going to show you that in just a second, but before we move on to that, let me show you today's sponsor, which is Master Bundles. And this is their website and they are kind enough to sponsor this video. So I'm going to go through their website and explain to you how you can set up your digital design products to sell on this particular website. So what is a bundle at first place? When you have multiple design products, you can put them together in a sort of a collection and call it a bundle. The whole point of a bundle is to give more value to the customers at a lower price. So let's say that your product is $10 and you have 5 different products which are going to total at $50. You're going to put them inside of a bundle, discount them a little bit, for example $35 or something like that, depending on the market and the product value and what you are selling, and then you can put it up for sale on one of these websites or on your own website. So let's get started with this website, which is Master Bundles, as I said. So you can sell graphics and you have all of these different categories. You can sell fonts, you can sell add-ons for Photoshop, Illustrator, Lightroom, and Procreate brushes. You can sell templates, as I said, so you can see UI kits right here. We are going to get to them in just a second, and stock content, which is footage, photo, or vector images. So let's scroll a bit down. You can see all of these bundles and they have this time limit, which is when they expire. And this time limit is going to automatically go back to 0 once again and start all over again if that's how it's set up in the background. But basically this is how it works on these bundle websites. So you can see hand-picked quality products, best price promise, and 30 days money back guarantee. So you have to factor this in when you start selling on websites like these. They have this 30-day money back guarantee promise to their customers, so if they don't like it they can get their money back. You can see some of the testimonials where they were featured, some of their partners, and all of these websites, majority of them, especially Template Monster, are all of these huge websites like Creative Market, for example, or UI8. You might have heard of them, and all of these websites are doing the same thing and selling these digital design products. They have this awesome blog and they have all of this information right here, and what you are interested in is sell your deal. I'm going to have the link to this website in the description below, so make sure to click there to check it out. But sell your deal is where you're going to click in order for you to start selling your product. But you might be thinking, well, I don't have any product at all. Well, you can come to my website, which is webdonut.net, also going to be linked down in the description below, and you can see some of my products. So here we have some UI kits for XD. So if I click to open up Chatty, for example, just so you can see how all of this looks like. So you can see the product has the description, it has the main features, it has the software where it's operational, so where can I open this product once I purchase it, and it has some sort of a call to action at the end. This is sort of template which I found work for me and my products over the years. It has the price and that's basically it. But this is on my website, and every single website is going to have a different story, but this is the key. This is the presentation. You can see all of the screens which are included inside. You can see some 2D mockups flipping here and there, and these are actually from Angle, and I have 2 or 3 videos on my channel explaining about Angle plugin for Adobe XD and what it can be useful for, so it can be useful in this case as well. So you can see how I structured my products, and this is my Inception design system. Hopefully you checked it out. If you didn't, make sure to click this link to check it out and to see how I structured that product. So if you don't have any product and you want to get started, what you can do is go to a Behance Creative Challenge for Adobe XD, because we mostly talk about Adobe XD on this channel, but you can use Figma, you can use Photoshop, you can use Illustrator, whichever software you want, especially if those are Adobe's tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, and so on. Then you can come to creative challenges for those particular softwares, and here you can take the challenge. You can learn more about these challenges, and they're changing every single month. Sometimes they're going to have 3 or 4 or 5 different challenges. Sometimes they're going to have 14 or 15. It really all depends. You can get XD right here, and you can see all the previous challenges. So you can use this as sort of an inspiration to understand what you want to create. So you can see modern website design, style guide, user interface, gestures, loading animations, crypto app, scrolling effects. So let's say that you want to take this crypto app, for example, because this was the previous challenge. You can click watch video, and you can see how Brandon, which is from Adobe XD Ambassador team, how he created this design, and you can see how he structured it, how he put all of this together. And basically at the end, he is going to show you all of the screens which he created during this live stream, but just use this as an inspiration. Don't use exactly the same files as him. Create your own files, because this is the whole point behind your product. You are the one who is creating, you are the one who is selling, and you want to make sure that you have all the rights to that design before you actually put it on to sale. So once you actually have understanding an idea about what you want to create in the first place, then you can come back right here to master bundles, and you can explore all of these other products. So let's say I want to check out this one, which is a health medical app for Figma. You can see this person has multiple screens, and you can see these prices right here. So personal is for the personal use, commercial is for the commercial use, which is always recommended, and inside of this commercial use you can use it to work with clients, you can use it to work inside of an agency, for example, and stuff like that. And extended commercial is usually something for, let's say, agencies who are going to sell to other agencies, or if you intend to sell this design on, let's say, a t-shirt or something like that. Usually these extended commercial licenses cover those, but make sure to inform yourself from website to website. They are going to differ a little bit, but that's usually the case. And what I wanted to show you right here is you can see that this person has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different screens. So make sure to create 10 different screens or 8 different screens. Just don't create one, because that's not the point of a bundle. Bundle is something which is going to offer additional value to a person who is going to buy this product. So make sure to include at least 8, if not 10 different screens, but make sure to branch out from your original idea. So if you use this idea from Brandon, let's say, for the crypto app, then make sure to branch out in your favorite software of choice. It can be Figma, it can be XD, whatever, and then make sure to create all of these different screens. But if you don't know how to branch out and to create all of these different screens, make sure to head on over to Adobe Live and to my live stream with Adobe Live, and you can see it right here, and I'm going to link to both of these in the description. We covered all of it during the 4 hour that I was a guest at Adobe Live. So we went through different task flows right here, and you can see how to plan out your app, how to plan out all of these different screens, and how to navigate between these different screens. Then I explained all of my paper sketches and ideas behind my paper sketches, and then I started working in XD and started creating all of these wireframes. You can see them right here. So make sure to check out the full 4 hour design process with me and Jack on Adobe Live, because I think it's going to be really beneficial for you to do so, because I cover every single thing about mobile apps. But you can come back right here and create, let's say, website UI kit, in which you're going to create various different pages for a website. So let's say homepage, about us, shop, product page, something like that, and then bundle these pages together as a UI kit for web using your favorite software of choice. So once again, Adobe Live, make sure to check it out and make sure to see my process and my thinking process behind creating products like these. This is not a product per se, it's basically the design for a client that I did a few years back, but just revisited for this particular Adobe Live stream. But you get the point. You're going to get additional information there about how to think about these products. And then once you are ready, make sure to head on over to Master Bundles once again, sell your deal. So once again, if you don't know where to find it, scroll all down at the footer. Here it is, sell your deal. Come right here, and they have this nice video explaining everything which I'm saying in this video, but in a bit more detail. Maybe you should check it out here, especially for the titles and tags. So everything is explained right here. You can add your product title right here. So let's say crypto app UI kit, if you followed Brandon's example or whatever else that you've chosen. And these cannot be just UI kits. You can also include, as I said, stock images. You can create your own fonts. You can create social media graphics, whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with, and whatever you think is going to sell well. So here you're going to include your title. Then here you're going to include different preview images, and make sure to follow these dimensions. So 1100 by 1100, basically a square file format. This is where you're going to include your zip file. So this is going to be, let's say that you are creating your product in Adobe XD. You're going to save it out as XD file, and then next to that XD file, you're going to include additional information in some sort of a text file, like let's say, where did you find your images and where did you find your fonts. And speaking about images and fonts, one recommendation I have for you is always use free images from Unsplash, let's say, and free fonts, which can be Google fonts. So users can be able to use those assets, those images and fonts, as soon as they get the product. This removes any sort of barrier between buying the product and start using the product, because in some cases designers are going to include premium fonts which users then have to additionally purchase in order for the product to look the same if they are using it, as well as what it was featured like inside of the presentation. So make sure to think about that. Licensing is going to be much simpler that way than if you have to purchase from, let's say, Envato Elements or Adobe Stock, and then remove those images from final files which customers are going to purchase. They're going to leave you negative reviews, because majority of designers out there sadly don't understand these licenses. So to cover yourself, make sure to include free images and make sure to include free fonts in order for you to avoid this issue. Then you're going to come right here to add different category. So once again, you can come to templates, for example, type in UI kit, social media, click here, whatever you want. Then license prices. If the product is free, you can click to put it for free, but because the whole point of this video is for you to make some additional money, make sure to click paid. Make sure to type in personal. So let's type in something just to see. So let's say 14. For commercial, I'm going to put in 28, for example, and standard commercial, let's say 56 or something like that. And old price, if it was discounted, let's say I want to put in 28, and then when you go to the page, it's going to have that cross through this price, because this was the old price and now it's discounted, because once again, remember, these are the bundles where you're going to put additional value into these design products for customers to purchase. And you can also click auto pricing, and that's going to take care of you, because it's going to use algorithm to figure out what is the best price at any given moment for any given product. If you want, you can experiment with that, but I will recommend just to get started with this. If you don't know about which price to put, make sure to explore this market and other markets which I mentioned, like Creative Market and all of these markets at the beginning page, at the homepage of this website, just to familiarize yourself with the pricing and what market is willing to pay for products in your category. Then you can come right here to upload your image and additional images for previews. And these previews, as you might remember, as I showed you right here, you can just imagine you can cut off this presentation into multiple different preview images and then upload those right here. Then you can add color property if you have any specific color inside of your design. File type, so you can just put a zip right here if you're using XD because they don't have it, and I might have reached to them just for them to add XD right here, but I didn't see yeah, here is the Figma file, so they should have XD here as well. Privacy policy, check that. Terms of conditions, check that before you publish, but make sure to give it a read if you want to familiarize yourself with their privacy policy and terms. And finally, Pinterest image, if you have one, make sure to upload it right here because they do promote all of these products on Pinterest. And speaking about promoting, the whole point of these bundle websites is they are the ones who are putting the work inside of the marketing behind selling your product, your bundle in this case, and you are the one who is putting the work into creating this product for you to put on this website. That's why they are taking a cut, and the cut for this website is 50-50. So from each sale you're going to get 50% of the money, they are going to get 50% of the money. So make sure when you factor in the price and think about the price, make sure to factor that expense in before, because if you put 14, you're not going to get 14, you're going to get 50% from that, because once again they're putting all of their work, money and investment into marketing your deal to designers worldwide. Finally, before you hit publish, make sure to enter the product description right here, which is what I mentioned right here. So explain your product, what it is, and how buyers can benefit from purchasing your product. And finally, add product tags here. So you can add, let's say, Adobe XD UI kit, and if you're using crypto, let's say crypto there, and then a bunch of these other tags, and make sure to explore what others have done right here so you can understand and try to understand what they have put inside of their products. So make sure to check it out right here. And finally, when you're ready, you're going to be able to see what search engines are going to see. So a product name, let's say crypto app UI kit for mobile, let's say, it's going to say right here master bundles because it's on this website. And finally, you can see the URL and the description when you put your description right here. When you're ready, click this publish button and it's going to be published in a matter of minutes. Make sure to one last thing to understand is try to think of this as something like a passive income. Passive income is something where you put in the work up front, you put it up for sale, and it keeps selling slowly over time. So don't expect millions from this. Don't expect to be rich by next Tuesday. Try to expect to earn a few additional bucks here and there. If it picks up, then great, then it can bring you a lot of additional revenue. But once again, try to understand you're not going to get rich by tomorrow using this method. It's a great method and it's the one I've been using for the past 7 years. And if I take you back to my website and back to my products, you can see that here I have created over 500 of these different products in various different packages, in various different element sizes, various different complexities, various different use cases. So obviously it brings me money and it allowed me to live comfortable life for me and my family over the past 7 years. But just remember, it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of research to try to understand what people actually want to purchase and not just what you are willing to create, because this is the key right here. It's nothing to do with you and what you like, it's about what market wants. So try to understand that before you go into this. And here I gave you a complete blueprint as to how to get started with creating these digital design products. So there you go. Now you know everything. Now you know how to get started selling your digital design products. I wish you luck into creating these, and I wish you luck into selling these. And once again, thanks to Master Bundles for sponsoring this video. Links to them are going to be down in the description below. Make sure to check them out. Thank you for watching, and I wish you luck in selling digital design products. Until next time, take care.